Have you ever noticed that God gives such simple messages that no one ever sees them? Donald Trump. A trumpet is not a person, it is an event. The sixth trumpet will sound during Trump's presidency. The sixth trumpet event will occur during Trump's presidency, just as the fifth trumpet occurred during Bush's presidency. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 12. And I beheld, when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven, the stars and stripes, fell unto the earth, even as the fig tree, that is Jerusalem, casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. See Ezekiel chapter 13 and verse 13. Remember, John tells us he heard a noise like thunder. Is this a nuclear blast? The cursing of the fig tree in Matthew chapter 21 and Mark chapter 11, and the accompanying parable about casting a mounting, a code word for government or empire or kingdom, into the sea, unlocks the untimely figs teaching in Revelation. If you paid attention to the parable of the fig tree in Matthew chapter 24, you discovered that a fig sprouts its leaves in the third week of April, and it did on the 22nd of April 1948. Jesus actually gives the biggest clues with the statement, "Pray that your flight not be in winter nor on the Sabbath day." If you look through the scriptures, you will not find the Sabbath called the Sabbath day any other time. This is critical. This means it is a declared Sabbath and not a normal seventh-day Sabbath following 6 days of work. And there is only one declared Sabbath day that follows the last day of winter on God's calendar of any given year. As for the year, I would say that Daniel already declared it. Daniel chapter 9 tells us, if we add 62 years to 1948, this brings us to 2010. If we then add 7 years onto 2010, this brings us to 2017. Then the final 1 year of his cloud returns, defeats his enemies and rules. 2018. The last 70 years, Daniel chapter 9 and verse 24, weeks refers to the Feast of Weeks, which happens annually. Thus 70 years is the length of the last generation. Remember the rules for counting the Omer and the qualifications from the text. From the going forth of the commandment to restore and to build Jerusalem, that is, on the 14th of May 1948, which came well after Passover 1948, and the start of the Omer counting when we are to count. See Leviticus chapter 23 verses 15 to 16. And ye shall count unto the morrow after the Sabbath. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete, even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall be numbered 50 days. That is why 1949 is year 1. The sun, the moon and the stars, Psalm 19, are keeping his appointed times, which are part of his essential laws. They keep them even if we have stopped, which is why all these things are coming upon us, and these are the keys to determining when all these things come to pass. Remember what Jesus said, there would be great tribulation like has never been seen.